things were not going right, even in the church. That was a very difficult time. So I finished work. I finished work at 11. I came to church to pray. I already had my agenda on what I want to pray, because everything, when I mean everything was going wrong. The church, home was okay. That was the only stable thing we had that time, stress at work. Then I remember coming, from work, thinking, okay, when I get to church, this is my prayer list. This is the thing I want to tell God. I had my list. This is what I have to say. This is what I'm going to pray, about church to God. This is what I'm going to pray about work. This is what I need to do. So as I come in, I inviting God, because that's what you do in prayer. The first thing that you do, you invite God in. So I just begin to invite God, and then I was about to begin my prayer requests. And that time, it was turmoil around me. Stress, frustration, fear, everything you can name, that was upon me. As I come in, I was about to pray for the church first, because that was the main thing. And I had my agenda. So when I was beginning to do that, I just couldn't even say it. And I had, name and list of all the things I'm going to bind, because, that's what you do when you pray. But I just couldn't do it. I found myself praying for 3 hours, just thanking each and every person in this place. So we started off, and when God just nudged and said, "What about the app? Do you remember how you get your first drums? Do you remember what happened? Do you remember that person?" And then you begin to pray and release blessing over them. And then it went on and on. 3 hours, just, remind even people maybe I have forgotten about them, because they've been part of us, they've left. But it was just doing that for good 3 to 4 hours, just declaring, and thanking God for each and everything. And while you're doing it, there was that peace and joy. There was no frustration. It was like, you are happy. I'm happy doing this. And that was it. And then we went home. What was going on around didn't change. It didn't change, all the frustrations, that didn't change, but for that time. And then a few weeks later, I just get up, I'm thinking, what was all about? Because, you are supposed to bring our stresses to God, and what God says about me, it remains. A human eye, but to God knew that if they did that, they were changing the environment. Amen. And as they march across, the walls fell down. Amen. So as you are dead to yourself, and you are praying with the heart of God, and when He asks you to do something, you do it. Yes. It may look stupid to another person, yes, but God knows. That's when the supernatural kicks in. Amen. Because He's asking you to do something which is stupid, but in the supernatural, you are breaking down walls. So, are you love warriors? What He wants to do, and be in line with what He's doing as well. Amen. Let your will die. Let it just die. Let it die. So that is me today.
So, we went there. I went there. We prayed. And you know what? It is amazing. Amen. I went the following day. I went there. I went with a bottle of wine and bread. And I said, we are going to break bread in here. And I'm going to believe, and we are believing God is going to give you all the new parts. God is the one who created you. Amen. He knows each and every part. Amen. That is wrong in your body. Amen. And He is going to service, maintain, and give you the parts. Amen. And new parts that are needed in your body. Amen. So we broke bread. And I said, this is the new covenant of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Even as we break this bread, I want you to believe that, the new covenant, God has promised healing. Amen. So we broke bread, we closed all the curtains, we broke bread. She was new by mouth. But we said a little bit of bread and a little bit of wine won't harm you. What we need to do is to break bread.
Amen.
So we did it. And you know, the following day, she went for the suctioning. They wanted to, suction the cyst, to take out whatever was in the cyst. But there was nothing that came out.
Amen.
Up to now, there was nothing. They connected it, they left it there, thinking that that whatever was inside there would drain out. But there was nothing. And we believe that God has healed and given her new body parts.
Amen.
In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
She's friends with her mum, and her name is Layla. And she had a seizure. She was put into a coma, and they said that if they sort of took her off of that, then she would die. The other day, because the church has been praying, I had some good news that the little girl had started moving her fingers and her toes, and also that she was breathing on her own. Praise God.
He had been at the hospital, and his liver and pancreas levels were abnormal due to gallbladder, gallstones, and a bile duct. Just so many problems, and then he basically texted me yesterday at night and said, "Thank you for your continued love and support. I wanted to update you that I'm feeling physically well. My next scan is in July, as I'm now feeling in good condition. Specialists want me to wait and see if tumors have grown or stayed the same. Please continue to pray that they completely disappear."
I'd had some blood tests over the last 15 months, and 2 of the tests showed up that I had a fatty liver, so-called, and therefore the doctor was going to send me to a liver specialist at the hospital. So I thought, well, I've got to do something about this. So I changed my diet, lost some weight, and had another blood test, and the test was clear this time. So it's not just the fact that I changed my diet and lost some weight. I think God was in it somewhere, don't you?